All right, so I got my, as soon as I go to record, I hear the guy cutting the yard. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, so I just got my prayer on. As you see, by the way, I'm gonna use this. I was going to like try to do the table, but first of all, it has holes. So I'm gonna just use the arm to try to steady my hand so that I'm not doing this. Because you'll see like a lot of people who do use pendulums. I'm not gonna speak more on that. All right, so I'm gonna do this, and then between every question, I'll try to steady it and then ask my questions out loud. Um, so we're gonna do some baseline questions first. I'm debating on whether or not I'm getting goosebumps. All right, so we are here. I did my prayer earlier. I asked for love, light, and protection. I asked God that only entities, spirit guides, angels, those are the heavenly realm that are for the higher good of the people who are aligned and assigned to my life, to this video, as well as myself, um, that is for our highest good. Okay, so I just did that and I got goosebumps up my legs. It is a hot day. Oh my God, it is such a hot day in Miami. All right, but it's gorgeous. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And you see, I have the list of questions. You saw my prior video, you saw what those questions were, but I will be reading them off and answering. So now let's go ahead and get a baseline. So I got more goosebumps. Let's get a baseline so that you and I know what a yes and a no is, and then we'll ask a baseline question, um, and then we'll get it started. I am going to say that I might cut in between questions just because I don't want this to be an extremely long video. Um, for the platform that has a play button as a icon, I may leave this whole video this way. But for the platform that has a clock icon, I'm likely going to cut between questions just for the sake of brevity and length. If you want to see the full unfiltered video, please go to the play button icon. You know what I mean. Anyway, so let's get started. Dear God. Oh, why am I holding it like that? All right, there we go. This lets me have more of a handle on it. So y'all see my hand. It's on the rest. I'm gonna let go so that you can see my hand. Okay. Let me make sure I don't have it tight because I kind of feel my finger beating. For anybody who's never seen a pendulum reading, you know, we're still humans, so we still have blood flowing through our veins, and what that means is that there is going to be very slight movement because it just has to be. Blood does run through even our fingers, so there's going to be that, I'll say issue, but I think that's a good thing. Okay, so you might see some moving is what I'm saying, but you're not going to see like how I see people doing, like I'm like, are you crazy? Okay, so anyway, dear God. Whew. May I see a yes? May I see a yes? Make it nice and clear, please. Listen, I'm not about to command God to do anything. Okay, so yes is going to be left to right. All right, let's see. Dear God, please let me see a no. Please let me see a no. A very clear no. Please let me see a no. Please clearer so people can see. All right, back and forth. Back and forth is going to be a no. Thank you so much. Okay, whew, 5 minutes in. Let's go. So as I said, we have a list of political pendulum questions that we want to see if we'll be able to. Let's get a baseline question. I'm sure y'all can see behind me that the wind is blowing. So let's go. Dear God, is the wind currently blowing? Is the wind currently blowing here? Is the wind currently blowing here in Miami where I am? Is the wind currently blowing where I am? Please let the question, please let the answer be clear. Please let the answer be clear. Okay, so y'all can see that's a yes. So let's ask another question. I like to use this one just because the answer is obvious. Y'all can see I'm basking in this heat. So, dear God, this baseline question: is it currently snowing in Miami? Is it currently snowing? The cold precipitation in Miami. All right, so y'all see that's a no. That's a no. Thank you. Okay, so we asked our baseline questions. Now let's get started with our pendulum questions. Our political question. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just suddenly got an itch. I may cut that out. Okay. So here we go. Actually, I will cut that out. So what I just cut out, y'all, was that I had an itch. I might not cut it out. I don't know. It depends on how this is. Okay, let me stop. All right, we are 6:57 minutes in. Dear God, was Rudy Giuliani targeted with that car that hit him? Was Rudy Giuliani? Y'all see, that was immediate. Okay. So, dear God, was the person or entity who targeted Rudy, were they working for the U.S. government? Were they working for the U.S. government? Okay, that's a no. Were they working for the vodka? And you know what that stands for. Were they working for the vodka government? Were they working for the vodka government? Y'all, that's a yes. Okay, so not the U.S. one, but the vodka one. All right. So was the story about Giuliani helping the woman out of domestic violence, was that a real story? Was the story about him being hit while helping a woman with domestic violence issues, was that a real story? That's no. Okay, so that's not a real story. Interesting. All right. Interesting. So is the U.S. government hiding that he was targeted? Is the U.S. government hiding that he was targeted? So is it the U.S. government that's hiding that he was targeted? Can you make it clear, please? Can you make it very clear, please? I want it to be very, very clear. Okay. All right. So I don't think it was the government, but let me clear up that question. Is it the U.S. government who came up with the domestic violence story? Is it the U.S. government who came up with the domestic violence story? Okay, that's a yes. Huh. All right. Oh my gosh, that's gonna send me on a rabbit hole. So we're gonna back out of that one. Thank you. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Now, as I said earlier, I have suspected that those bruises McConnell had back in 2020 around his lips and his fingers, that those were not of medical means, but of shady means. So, was that correct that he was roughed up? So, was McConnell roughed up? So, was McConnell roughed up? Very clear, please. Please be clear. All right, so it's saying it's a no. Maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. Were McConnell's bruises from a naturally occurring medical emergency? So was McConnell's bruises naturally occurring? That's a no too. Okay, so I'm asking it wrong then. That was a definite no. Were McConnell's bruises caused by a mafia or mob? I'm just gonna say member. So were the bruises McConnell had around his lips and hands, were those caused by, this thing is trying to move already. Were the bruises in McConnell's hands and mouth caused by a mafia or mob member? Were the bruises caused by some kind of mafia, mob, like some kind of dark agent? Okay, exactly. Oh, y'all see how clear that yes is? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is like forcefully pulling on the cord. That is a yes. I knew it. Because there was just so much fear in him. And I felt that fear. Like I wasn't even like totally aware of like my spiritual gifts and stuff. But I felt his fear. It was crazy. Okay. Let me ask this random question. Is our government run by the vodka country? Is our government in the U.S. run by the vodka country? Okay, so that's a no. And y'all see that's a very clear no, and it's pulling on the chain. Okay. I would have thought the answer was yes, but let me ask it this way, because this has been bugging me since 2020 as well. I got another question, but first this one. Is our government infiltrated with I don't want to say sleeper cells, but active agents of the vodka country? Is our government infiltrated by active agents of the vodka country? Why is that a no? Okay, I must be using the wrong word. So maybe, because infiltrated would be kind of like run by. So maybe, yeah. All right, so let me put this way. Does the U.S. government have vodka country, and you know what that stands for? Does the U.S. government have vodka country active agents within it? Does the U.S. government have active vodka agents within it. And I'm talking Congress, administration, everything. That's interesting. So I keep getting no's, and that doesn't make sense because I must be asking this wrong. So y'all do me a favor. In the comments, give me a better way to ask this question because, okay, hold on, let me see something. Is Gabbard an active vodka country agent? Is Gabbard an active vodka country agent? Maybe that's what I'm using wrong. I'm using the words wrong. Maybe it's not called agent. Yeah. Okay, so let me see that. Am I using the wrong word? Is agent the wrong word to use? Is agent the wrong word to use when talking about the vodka country in the US? Is agent the wrong word to use? Why am I getting all these no's? Okay, so that is the right word. Okay. So maybe not agent, but maybe work for. So how about that? Do we have people in our U.S. government that works for the vodka country? Do we have people in our U.S. government that work for the vodka country? All right. So that's the yes. Okay, so let's put it this way. Does Gabbard work for the vodka country? Does Gabbard work for the... You're thinking, I saw that shake. Does Gabbard work for it? Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Does the Orange Menace work for the vodka country? Does the Orange Menace work for the vodka country? Please be clear, because I want them to be clear. Hello. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hold on. Was Doge working for the vodka country? Was Doge working for the vodka country? Please be clear. Okay, so no. Okay, let's try this. Was Doge working with the vodka country? Was Doge working with the vodka country? Okay, that's a no. What is it? Did Doge sell out to the vodka country? Did Doge sell out to the vodka country? Please be clear. Please be clear. Did Doge sell out to? Okay. So that is a yes. The other ones were no. I want to know this because of this whole thing here. I need to get through my list, but I want to know this real quick. Okay, first, before we get there, will we get rid of Social Security numbers and start fresh? Will we get rid of Social Security numbers and start fresh? Please be clear. Yeah, we're gonna have to, because we've been sold out. We've been sold out. Hold on. Is there compromise on Bezos? and that's why he's bent the knee? Is there compromise on Bezos, and that's why he bent the knee? Please be clear. Exactly. I knew it. Okay. I knew it had to be something, because even though he's not like the best person, and he's not, don't get me twisted, because how tone deaf was that wedding, right? The two weddings, by the way. Okay, so this has been bugging me as well, because all clues seem to point this way. But was 2020 manipulated, and that's why he expected to win? Was 2020 manipulated, and that's why the Orange Man is expected to win? Told y'all it was the mail-ins that saved us. It was the mail-ins that saved us, because they tried it. I knew they tried it. I knew they tried it. That's why he was so adamant that he must have won. But those paper ballots, those mail-ins. All right, so let's continue along this line real quick. Will these manipulative shenanigans in 20 and in 24 be revealed? Please be clear. Yes. Hold on, hope. Hold on, hope. I know y'all want me to get to these big questions, but I will. Our next question here is, oops, sorry, I turned it off. Okay, I really like using this brace as my thing. If you want to get yours, check out my showcase, because I likes this. For those of you in a different platform, check out the description. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Is the Orange Menace in Walter Reed? Is the Orange Menace in Walter Reed? Please be clear. Is the Orange Menace in Walter Reed? That's a clear yes, y'all. Is the Orange Menace conscious? Is the Orange Menace conscious? Is the Orange Menace conscious? Please be clear. Y'all, that's a no. That is a no. Okay, thank you. Okay. Did the Orange Menace lose consciousness on Wednesday? Did the Orange Menace lose consciousness on Wednesday? Please be clear. Did the Orange Menace lose consciousness on Wednesday? It's a yes. See, all those of y'all who got mad at that lady who said the 24th, Wednesday was the 27th. Like, energy is with, give or receive. Like, it's in a window. It's not ever on that, like, I won't say ever, but it's not, there's a window of time. It's the same thing as like with retrogrades and stuff. You can feel that the week before and the week after. Right now we got an eclipse coming, so some of us are already feeling the energies from the eclipse. So shame on y'all. All right. I don't want this to go longer than 30 minutes, because then I won't be able to edit this on the TikTok platform, and that's what I like to use for editing. So we got a couple more questions, but I don't know how far we're going to get away. All right, so quick question. So was the Orange Menace trying to run away? Was the Orange Menace trying to run away because of all the things that were coming up? Was the Orange Menace trying to run away? don't even feel no energy behind that. Oh, okay. No. Oh, wow. Okay. So, did the Orange Menace have a stroke? Did the Orange Menace have a stroke? Did the Orange Menace have a stroke? Please be clear. It's saying no. Okay, let me ask it again because I also had another question in my head. Because someone said he might have been poisoned, or to ask if he had been poisoned, so like that question popped in my head. You know what, let's do that question first and I'll go back to the stroke question. So, was the Orange Menace poisoned? Was the Orange Menace poisoned? Please be clear. Okay, that's a no. So now that we've cleared that out, did the Orange Menace have a stroke? Did the Orange Menace have a stroke? Did the Orange Menace have a stroke? It's still a no. Okay. Did the Orange Menace have another health impact that has him unconscious? Did the Orange Menace have a health impact that has him unconscious? I feel like I had another question in my head when I asked that. Let me see something. Let me take that question apart. Did the Orange Menace have a major health event that caused concern? Did the Orange Menace have a major health event that caused concern? Did the Orange Menace have a major health event that caused concern? Okay. So is the medical team keeping him unconscious? So is the medical team keeping him unconscious to deal with this health event? Is the medical team the one keeping him unconscious to deal with the health event? Please be clear. I can't tell. Please be clear. Okay, that's a yes. 27 minutes. Okay. Was his health event, was the Orange Menace's health event heart related? Was the Orange Menace's health event heart related? Was it heart related? Be clear, please, because you looked like you were saying no at first. Okay, it's a yes. I wonder what the okay, so you were saying no at first. So did it not start as a heart event? Did the medical emergency not start as a health event? As a heart event? Did it not start as a heart event? Okay, so it didn't start as a health event, heart event. Did it start as a result of bad news? Did it start as a result of bad news? No. Okay. Was it just age that did that then? Was it just age that did that then? Okay, yeah. So is Melania in Walter Reed for him? Because she has to be, of course. Is Melania in Walter Reed because of him? Because of her duties, I mean, to him? Is Melania in Walter Reed because of her duties to him? Okay. Did Melania go to Walter Reed? Did Melania go to Walter Reed? Okay, so no. All right, so 29 minutes. I'm going to stop right here.